Hello guys, and welcome to another Coach's Corner episode. If you're enjoying the videos we're coming out with at the minute, don't forget to give them a thumbs up and give the channel a subscribe so we can reach as many like-minded goalkeeping enthusiasts as possible. Today's episode sees a professional goalkeeper and a professional goalkeeping coach take to the mic. Firstly, we have Dimitar Mitov, who plays for Cambridge United and is their #1 goalkeeper. And then following Dimmy, we have Steve Hale, who is the Exeter City goalkeeper coach. In this video, Dimmy and Steve will be discussing all things relevant to the current situation in the world with regards to the coronavirus pandemic and how they are dealing with their various situations as goalkeeping professionals. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let's hand over to them.
Hello Matt, thanks for having me on today. Long story short for me, I was 15 at the time. I went away with Bulgaria under-17 national team to Germany to play European Championship qualification games. We didn't manage to qualify, but I had a really good tournament and I was scouted by Charlton. I was invited for a week trial at the club, and after my week trial I was offered a 2-year scholarship. I spent 4 amazing years at the club, and I'm really grateful for everything that people have done for me over there, and I think Charlton has one of the best academies in the country. But came stage to my career that I really wanted to go and play men's football, and because I'm a big believer that you can do all the training you want in the world, but if you don't play games, you don't go to the next level. So I've made a decision to sign for Cambridge United. I'm still a Cambridge United player right now. I'm playing loads of games and I'm really enjoying my time here, and everything is going to the right direction at the moment. Coronavirus is definitely having an impact on football. I don't think the football is going to be the same for the next few years, and like everyone else, we're at home. We don't manage to do our training on the training ground like every day. But my goalkeeping coach and the sports science people at the club make sure they give me a specific goalkeeping program, that I have everything I need to be ready when everything is go back to normal. So the way my day goes, I go for a run. Every single day I go for a run, then I'll do my upper body sessions and my leg sessions through the week. So I make sure I do loads of explosive power workouts because they're good for the goalkeepers, and I'm also doing my upper body strengths. I also do 4 times a week I do yoga for my flexibility, to make sure I don't go stiff, because I'm just staying at home, not as active as I like to be. So I make sure I do yoga every 4 times a week, like I said, so to keep my flexibility on point. My advice for every young goalkeeper will be just enjoy the game, love the game. Every day you go to training, smile, because it's the best job in the world in my opinion. And I think you need to work hard, because like there's a saying, talent gets you to somewhere, but hard work will get you to the top. If you have the right attitude, the right mindset, and if you really believe that you can do it, you will do it, because if you put the work into it, you're gonna go far. I think this is my opinion. This is the way I live my life. This is the way I train. Every day I go with a positive mindset and I give absolutely best. Every single day, give 100%, and the reward will follow. I'm sure of it.
Hi Matt, thanks for asking me to come on your YouTube channel and putting a few questions to me. My background, I've been coaching now for 13 years, started back in 2007, and since then been working through my qualifications, and I'm now up to Goalkeeping A licence and Advanced Youth Award. Also in 2007 I started my goalkeeping school, which is still going strong, and around that time I also started part-time in the academy at Swindon Town, and again worked my way up part-time to full-time, to then to take charge of everything from under nines to first team, and I was at Swindon Town for 9 years. Fantastic time, and then from there moved on to Forest Green Rovers, Walsall, Oldham, and now currently coaching at Exeter City in League 2. Along that pathway I've had some really good times. Managed to get to 2 playoff finals at Wembley, which was just unbelievable. 2015 the League 1 final against Preston, which was quite devastating in the end because we got beat 4-0, and then that was quite a low moment. But then the high moment was with Forest Green Rovers in 2017 when I went back there for the National League playoff final, which we beat Tranmere 3-1 to get the club into the Football League. So for someone with my sort of humble non-league background, it was just unbelievable achievements to get to Wembley. You know, there's bigger names in the game than myself that have not walked out onto the hallowed turf, so it was incredible 2 occasions really for me. Along the pathway, one particular manager I worked with was a big name, obviously, was Paul Scholes at Oldham Athletic, although it was only a short time. You know, to work for somebody with his stature in the game was incredible. Bit of a Man United fan myself, so it was a bit starstruck when he walked in, and I ended up calling him Gaffer. So even though it was only 31 days he stayed in the job, it was quite an experience for me working with someone of the calibre of Paul Scholes, really. So certainly a good time. In terms of how the pandemic has affected us, 13th of March I was out with the goalkeepers at Exeter City preparing for the game for the next day against Salford City, and the manager actually called me back in because we'd gone out early to start our goalkeeping work, and he called me back in, and obviously all the lads got told the news that you know, the game was off, and we sort of went home for the weekend thinking we'd be back in on the Monday. But as it turned out, that was now, I think, we're on our 8th week now being in lockdown and being off from the game. So it certainly affected us. The goalkeepers we've got, three of the pros and 1 scholar, have all got different facilities available to them, or lack of facilities available to them. 1 has got nobody who can do any sort of service to him. 2 have got either a brother or their father who can do a little bit of serving for them, and the scholar hasn't really got anyone who can do a lot of service to him. They've all got limited space available to them, back gardens. Yeah, it's been difficult for all of them. The fitness coach has obviously given them sort of physical fitness plans, you know, explosive work, a little bit of running, not too much, but a little bit of running. I've sort of said to them the explosive work, the sort of a Joe Wicks type workouts would be more suitable for them as goalkeepers rather than treading the roads around Exeter. So they've tried to get on with that, and as I say, they've also tried to do a little bit of footwork, a little bit of handling as best they can, but as you can imagine, it's very difficult for all of them, so it's certainly affected us. In terms of my goalkeeping school, again, obviously that shut down. So I haven't been able to coach with that since. So again, the kids have been again trying to keep active in the back garden with the family as best they possibly can. In terms of what we're doing, with the goalkeeping school, I've tried to sort of keep a little bit of interest going in terms of, I've just started the last couple of weeks doing some Zoom sessions with them for the parents and the goalkeepers and other coaches around the area. Just sort of Q&A stuff really. They can ask elements about my background. I've also had Will Henry on from Swindon Town as a goalkeeper I've worked with, and we've done a little bit of Q&A with Will, because Will also helps out with my goalkeeping school, so that's been quite good. But just literally kind of trying to keep a little bit of interest, and also it's been nice to have a little bit of time where you can actually discuss matters with the kids and the parents, because obviously when we're coaching, we're very active and we're busy with the session, but then obviously off they go, get in the car and home they go. So this has actually been quite good for them in terms of being able to ask questions, development questions, what things they can be doing, and just talk about goalkeeping in general, which is a part of their development really. The advice I'd have for others, particularly goalkeeping coaches, is do as much learning and education as you can, be that coaching qualifications or just watching other coaches work. Watching the game itself, working out what a goalkeeper actually does within the game, and try and then relate that back to your practices. I've certainly felt myself with my pathway over the years is there's no point trying to copy other people as such and trying to be somebody else. It's important to be yourself and have your own beliefs. I would put myself somewhere in between a modern goalkeeping coach and an old school goalkeeping coach, somewhere down that middle, in that I think some of the modern day stuff has gone a little bit too extreme and there's too many bits of equipment. But then obviously the old school, perhaps some of it has also moved on as well. So I've certainly got my own beliefs and what I do, and I probably use less equipment now than I used to years ago, and I try and keep it as real to the game as possible. And keep it practical really. So that I would say that's one of the big things. Have your own beliefs, be your own coach, and be strong-minded and have your beliefs and your opinions, and try and work to what you believe is best, and most importantly what you believe is best for the goalkeepers that you work with. That would be my advice to certainly other goalkeeping coaches. So that's about it really. Thanks very much again for asking me to come on, and my advice to everybody is obviously stay safe, and just look forward to when we can get back out on the grass and do our coaching and our goalkeeping work. Thanks again, Matt.